Hey, welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday afternoon and I just got to my parents' house. So Scott went to his family's house to watch the Clemson and Texas A&M game this afternoon. So I figured I'd come hang out with my parents for a little bit. And I also wanted to do a Q&A with my mom. So I saw Lauren Benet do this with her mom, and so I got some of the questions from her video, but I thought it'd be fun to just sit down. I don't think my mom has really talked on any of my videos, but I thought it'd be fun to pull her in and I could show you a little bit around their house. You can meet their doggies, and yeah, so let me get out and show you. So this is not the house that I grew up in. I grew up in a neighborhood, and I think, I see one of the dogs, let me go introduce you. I think that we moved here right after I graduated, which would have been like 2012, right after I graduated high school. And my parents bought some land, built this house, and they've been buying land from their neighbor slowly. So I think they're up to like 10 acres now. This is Sadie. She stays outside most of the day, and then at nighttime she runs around and comes back inside. She's dirty right now. She is part border collie, part husky. You can see, it's just a camera. Say, it's just a camera. Please. Look at that pretty eyeball. Look. It's just a camera. Hi. Hi, Sissy. How are you doing today? You're doing very good. So, that's Miss Sadie. There's like a fence right there. That's the dog park. They have a clothesline. Not sure why. My dad's building an outhouse out there for some reason as well. But yeah, this would have been so fun to grow up in because we have like golf carts and four-wheelers here now. So the grandchildren are gonna have a blast with their grandparents here in the country. So I'm here with my mom, and this is another one of the dogs, Jasper. She was actually mine. I got her right before we moved. No, when did I get her?
When you graduated, 2012.
High school?
12.
That's when we moved here, right? That's what I told them. We moved here in 2012.
We've been here 6 years.
We moved here in 2013. So my first year at Clemson, yeah. So I had Jasper for about a year.
When you graduated from high school, you
right. I got Jasper. You gotta talk louder.
I don't know.
Talk louder. She has an ear infection, so she doesn't know how loud she's talking. But yeah, so I got Jasper, and then within the year we moved here, and then right when we moved here I transferred to Clemson and didn't take Jasper with me, so she was put in, not foster care, my mom raised her basically. And so
grandmother got guardianship.
Mom got, yeah, she took kinship care. And when I moved out and got married, Jasper had been here for 5 years, and I just didn't want to stress her out. So basically Jasper stayed here. She's a dump. She got dumped off. But it's for the best, because she has anxiety, and so she's happier here. She's probably going to want to go over to my mom anyways, because that's her real mom. And then there's Dixie, but I think she might be inside. So I told y'all that I wanted to do some questions. Mom doesn't know what the questions are. Okay, are you ready?
I think so.
We're just happy. I told her it was very personal. It's not really that personal. Okay, most of them are to you, but I can answer some of them too.
Okay.
Okay, what was your first job? Just like a job interview.
I would say cashier.
Tell them.
I would say
Tell them louder.
Cashier at Sky City.
What's Sky City?
It would be compared to like a
Ingles?
Kmart or Target now.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, Nell worked there with me.
Yeah,
was my best friend. So
yeah,
it was fun.
What other stuff did you do?
And then from there I went to work at
Tell them louder.
Went to work at Bilo as a cashier.
Okay.
With Laurie Mahaffey.
Okay.
Another one of my best
friends. Did you meet her there, or you?
We were already friends. She worked there and got me the job there.
Okay, that's a good friend.
It was in the same complex, so.
Okay. What else?
And then I went to work at Myers Arnold.
Is that another?
That was a like Belk's or Dillard's.
Another. Okay.
It was retail. I worked in the jewelry department, and Nell's mother was my manager.
Dang.
And
just proves that. What did they say about jobs? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And then I went to work at Charles Lee because my sister worked there, and she got me a job there.
I didn't know that.
She was a nurse.
Okay, that makes sense. And then You were
And I worked
with
there.
Dad by then, right?
I was married by then, and then I worked there for almost 10 years, and then I started working at the shop, and I've been there ever since.
Yeah. So my parents own a shop, and so that's where they both work. Okay, next one. How many kids did you originally want?
5.
Oh wait, I forgot to answer. I worked at Ingles. I worked at, so I guess it's hereditary, because I was a cashier for like 7 years, probably-ish.
And your sister worked there.
And my sister worked there. She got me the job. I got the job because my sister worked there. And then, yeah, I was there until I went and got my master's. And then I did a little bit of work while I was getting my master's, but not really too much. And then got my job at the hospital. Okay, how many kids did you originally want?
5.
5. How many kids did you have?
2.
Just 2. Okay.
That was when I was 15.
That you wanted 5.
Yeah.
But why'd you stop after 2? Would you have had another? Like, or did you, you were preventing, you didn't want to have another?
I was considering it, but I just thought I wanted to be equal. Whatever I did for one, I wanted to be able to do for the other, and I didn't think with 3, 4, 5 I'd be able to do that.
You really could. You have such a big heart, you could have just...
A lot of women do, but I just wasn't sure I could.
Right. So right now, we don't have any kids, and I want 4. So we'll see if I actually have 4.
Correct.
But like Jasper, if I get tired of them, I can just... They have kinship care for a little bit. Okay, so she has 2 kids, me, Callie, and my older sister, Kara. So where did you get the names Kara and Callie?
Kara was named after my best friend Nell that I mentioned earlier. She was killed in a car wreck when I was 5 months pregnant. I'm get emotional.
It's not that kind of video. I thought you would just say my friend. Yeah, wow, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it that personal. Yeah, so she was named after your best friend. And so Nell's name, her middle name was Kara Lee, so Mom split it up and gave Kara's first name is Kara and her middle name is Lee. Okay, what about Callie? That's not an emotional story.
It was in a baby book. And
Callie was in a baby book, yeah.
And I loved the way it looked and the way it was spelled.
How do you know it's not pronounced Kaylee?
Because I said Callie.
Okay, and then what's my middle name? Or what was it? Now it's my maiden name. Lynn. Where'd you get that?
Just because I like the spelling of it, and Kara's middle name had 3 letters, and all your cousins on your dad's side, all the girls' middle names started with L, so we had to keep the tradition.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Fifth granddaughter, so all of them had L middle names, so I had to keep.
Kenny, Michelle, and Casey all have L? Huh, I didn't know that. Okay, what would my name have been or Kara's name if we were a boy? Did you have that planned?
Dalton Reish, if I was going to have a boy.
Even if it was Kara, whichever it was going to be? Where'd you get that name? Dalton Reish?
Bert's last name was Reish, R-E-A-S-H.
Not Rolf. My dad's middle name is Rolf.
I like that too, though. Yeah.
That's hardest. I had a speech impediment. That would have been hard for me.
And he wasn't crazy about it until he got older.
But Reish. That is a cool name.
Because he loved Bert so much.
Right. And it sounds like Reese. I like the name Reese, but Reish sounds cool. Yeah.
And then Dalton, I just like the
name Dalton.
Like for a boy.
Now for names, did you get to decide like all yourself, or did Dad have an opinion?
I just said this is what their names are going to be.
See,
well, with Nell, it was just like a no-brainer.
Right, for sure.
I just said I'm going to name her after Nell, and everybody was like, yes.
Yeah. With Callie, he didn't really care too much.
I mean, he just whatever I liked.
Right. Because I feel like, to me, Callie and Kara aren't weird names, but like back then everybody was like Brittany, Tiffany, like Ashley.
Well, and then when I was growing up, there were no Ginas.
Right. So it is
G-I-N-A.
Right.
And so, you know, I didn't want to pass that on to y'all, but I guess I did in some way.
No, but I like that because I like names that are like, that you can pronounce, but that there's not like 5 in there, you know? And so the names that I like are like sort of different.
Well, I never heard your name until you got in school, and then there were other girls with
But I don't know anybody else that spells it K-A-L-I. Okay. But Scott has a strong opinion about all the names, and so I didn't know if Dad had an opinion. Okay, do you think that Kara and I are polar opposites or more like twins? Like very similar or totally different? Like our personalities or our appearance?
Well, certainly growing up, y'all often got asked if you were twins just because you look so much alike and you wanted to do everything. Yeah, as y'all were growing up, you're very twin-like. I think as you've gotten older and gotten your own personalities, kind of have different views about things now sometimes.
Do you
Whereas
think
before y'all were, you know,
the same?
The same.
Do you think that we look similar?
not so much as you did when you were younger. But still, yeah, I mean, I think people still mistake y'all for each other.
Right. Do you think that we look like you or Dad? I don't think we look like either one of you. People would, like...
I always was told Kara would look more like your dad, and you look more like me. But I see both of us.
Yeah. I think that me and Kara look similar. And she's not here right now, but I can show some pictures. So I can see like why people think that we're related, because we are. But I don't think that we look very similar. But a lot of times if I run into somebody, they're like, oh, you're Gina's daughter, you look just like her.
Right.
But I don't see it.
And and too, it would depend on what side of the family we're on. His family would always say that they all look like them.
Him, yeah. Yeah, okay. Who argues the most? So this can be like me and Kara, me and you, Kara and you. Who do you think out of the three of us
you and Kara?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who do you argue with the most if you're going to argue with one of us?
You and Kara, because y'all usually team up against me.
No.
Usually two against one.
No. So. Me and you, we don't argue, I don't think. Me and you.
You're very, not opinionated, it's not the word, but...
We discuss.
You have your views and I have mine, and we can respect each other and walk away.
Right.
Sometimes it gets a little heated, but...
Right. What about with Kara, the same or more with me?
I think more with you.
Oh, you think I'm more opinionated? I think Kara's stubborn.
About views, you know, if something comes up that you feel
that I feel strongly about,
right.
I make it known.
Right.
Yeah, Kara's a pushover. I'm just kidding.
She don't really talk about those issues as much as maybe you do.
That's true. That's true. I don't know why. But okay, so yeah, me and Kara probably argue the most. Not argue.
Y'all just get on each other's nerves, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
But you work at the same place, and
yeah, we
live close, and so.
Right. Okay, what are some traditions that we had, like, growing up?
Callie loves to get up at 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve.
That's the one I was thinking of, too. Yeah, like Christmas morning.
Christmas morning, and wake everybody up, and get up, and then we open presents one at a time. Then go back to bed, and they sleep till 10. Or this is before marriage.
Right, when we both lived here.
Last year was the last year of doing that tradition, because now Samuel gets to wake up at his house.
Right.
On Christmas
now that there's grandbaby. But Scott and I still woke up at 3. I don't know how long we'll continue that. But I mean, I feel like I'll wake my kids up at 3 o'clock. That's just so exciting.
They will wake you up.
Right. That was the tradition I thought of too when I asked that question, because it's just so exciting. Do we have any more traditions?
That's the one that really sticks out the most.
Right. We need to, well, now we're trying to do some traditions.
Right, I was going to say about the dinners.
Yeah, we're trying to have dinners. And so, my parents and Kara and Daniel's parents live like within 5 minutes. All of us are like right there. And so, a lot of times Kara and Daniel have a big house, so we go over to their house. Like, for Halloween, we've been doing spooky supper, and then the 4th of July, St. Patty's Day, so we're trying to like come together a lot, and it's really fun. So I like that kind of traditions. We're already planning spooky supper. It's gonna be, I think Halloween is on a Thursday, so we're doing it then. But yeah, I love traditions, and so I want to come up.
Yeah, start some new traditions.
But so luckily Scott still agreed to wake up at 3, and this year I still plan on doing that. Even when we have like a 2 and a 3-year-old, whatever, like, I still want to wake them up. It's just so fun for me. Okay, what's your favorite recipe that you make? I thought of your broccoli casserole, because that's like your signature dish.
Yeah, true.
Everybody loves your broccoli casserole.
And my potato salad.
You got good potato salad too.
And chicken salad.
You got good chicken salad.
So that would be my...
Those are your favorites? What about growing up? What kind of stuff did you eat? Like what? So her mom, we called her Mama Kay. I think of like Mama Kay made cream corn and really fudge.
Really good fudge, really good strawberry preserves.
Strawberry, see, I don't remember the strawberry preserves.
Peach preserves.
What do you remember growing up, like, signature dishes? She make like chicken dumplings or like...
Well, we had Emma that came on Friday, and she always cooked fried chicken.
I bet that was good.
Rice and gravy, biscuits, all from scratch. So yeah, so we came home from school and...
You had all that, a feast.
Feast waiting. Every Friday it would be the same, but it was always wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good dish. Okay, don't cry. You're so emotional. What do you love most about being a grandma?
he's so much fun, and just watching him
funny.
and not having to discipline him. And
right. Do you like giving him back? You know what I mean? Like you get, it's like all the fun of having a baby, but then
right,
you still like 6 days out of the week you get to sleep
yeah,
and not have to worry about it.
don't have all the hard work. You
Right.
just get a lot of the fun.
Right. He is fun. I love being
He's just so much
an
fun.
aunt. Yeah, he's hilarious. Okay, what would be your dream vacation? Mine would be Ireland, which we plan to go sometime.
Ooh, I'd say Ireland or Israel.
Can we go to Israel?
I really want to go to Israel sometime.
Maybe if the church like does a big trip, because I probably wouldn't want to go just like me and Scott.
No, they have
But,
these big
like,
tour
tours.
groups that take
I think
you
Courtney's
to the,
mom has done that
yeah.
before.
take you
And you
to
go all around like where Jesus was.
Right.
That'd be cool. I'll go to Israel with you. But I want to go to Ireland. I want to take Mom to Ireland. I think that'll be a fun
Yes.
family vacay. Okay, last one that I have. What was your first impression of Scott and Daniel? I have both.
Well, Daniel I knew from the
Right.
neighborhood because he lived in our neighborhood.
Right.
Scott, handsome, polite, a gentleman, but it took him, weeks to talk.
Years.
But
Right.
still doesn't do a lot of talking. but,
Right.
I've always been impressed with him.
What about Daniel? What do you remember about Daniel? Because Daniel grew up in our neighborhood. They didn't start dating until they were like out of high school and stuff, but we knew Daniel forever.
From the time they lived there the
Right.
whole time we lived there. He just always reminded me of your dad, just his work
Yeah.
ethic and knowledge of
Yeah, him and my dad are very similar, I think.
very similar.
They both started and do stuff like with cars, like mechanic work.
Anything mechanical.
Is that an airplane?
Car.
No. Yeah, Daniel's very like hands-on. Is that right? Like
mechanically
mechanical.
inclined.
Yeah. 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 When I think of Daniel, I think of
Dirt bike.
yeah. Kara really liked him like in elementary school.
5th grade.
Yeah, and so that's when he was like dirt biking.
No interest in
And-
girls at all.
Yeah, he was too busy. But yeah, my first impression of Scott was that he didn't talk much. Like,
But you would set on a mission to
set on a mission.
get him to like you.
Well, he reached out to me first. We met in person, but he like Facebook messaged me and just said hey, because I think he's more comfortable like behind
Behind the screen,
Yeah,
yes.
but he's still quiet. But it's funny because his family always said that I was really quiet too, and I don't think that I'm quiet, especially not like around my own family. But his family like has always talked about how quiet I was and how me and Scott just sit there and like whisper to each other.
Well, that's why I knew he could talk, because I would hear him talking to you.
Yeah, but then when somebody else comes in,
if you ask him a question,
He has
you just
nothing to say.
you get the response, and that's it.
yeah, it's like a yes
But
or no.
that's okay.
These are pictures of me and Kara when we were kids. So yeah, we look similar. So that's me over here. This was when we were both three. Yeah. And then,
These are both high school pictures, I think.
yeah.
A lot of like-
No, see, I think we look so different. Not my best, honestly. But then like at Easter, like we look similar. We have the same color hair, I guess. But look, this is a family wall. And then this is all Kara's wedding stuff. And then my wedding stuff. It's a little while later now, but I'm leaving my parents' house. I'm gonna go home and finish watching the Clemson game. But I also meant to tell y'all, I got this new flannel yesterday at Target, $20. I think this is the Universal Threads one, but they had so many flannels and fall cardigans and all kind of stuff. They had, I want to get a lot more stuff, but for $20, this was really good. They have really thick, warm ones, but this one's just a soft, thin one. So if you're looking for some flannel, I would go to Target, because I went to TJ Maxx after and they were like $25 to $30, and at Target they were cheaper, and I love Target. So I like this one. I could wear it to like a Clemson game because it has a little bit of orange, but I think it's really cute. But I'm gonna wrap up the video, head on home, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.